invariably is the one skill that lots of owners, business leaders, and executive teams really struggle with. You see, delegation is one of the hardest, but certainly the most rewarding in relation to making a big difference in how you run your business, because it releases ultimately talent in the organization. It stops you from actually thinking that you can do everything. I know that you think you can, and I know you think you can do it pretty better than everybody else, and that may be the case. It doesn't help your team to develop and to grow. So, invariably, this is the one skill that lots of owners, business leaders, and executive teams really struggle with. Not the point of delegating. I think a lot of people do delegate. But delegating well to the point where you delegate, but do not lose control. That is the part that is super important, because you don't want a situation where you delegate and then you find that you're having to do a lot of cleanup, a lot of crisis management to rectify something that you thought you delegated, but in essence didn't work the way that you expect it to work. So we'll be looking at delegation techniques and allowing you to do that. And I think the important part of the process is a sort of small detour in relation to this whole delegation thing, is because ultimately what you want to do is to what I call test the thinking. And in my role as a sort of professional business performance coach, and as well as obviously managing businesses as well, I always look to see how others think, because that gives me an understanding of, one, their ability to understand, their ability to assimilate information, their thinking in relation to how to execute. And that execution may be different to mine, but that's okay, as long as they arrive at the outcome that we've talked about. And so it's important that I ask relevant questions which get to the hub of testing the thinking of an individual. And so I've coined this phrase, test the thinking, because I want to ensure that when I've delegated something to an individual, I understand how they're going to go about doing it. And it may not be the same as mine. And I don't want to be precious about the approach that they take. What I'm precious about is the outcome that they arrive at. I'm precious about the decisions that they make, which are going to impact the business in the short and medium term. So ensuring that they think in a way that arrives at the decision that they should derive is super important. And I hope that you understand that element of what I'm going to try and convey within all these delegation tools and other tools that we're going to push through. And as Richard Branson said, so just don't take it from me as well, is if you want to grow as an entrepreneur, you've got to learn to delegate. And he's been very, very good, really limited in a number of skills, especially in finance, as he's always attested to in his biography and interviews.